What's up, guys? Welcome to the Little Podcast. It's KB.
It's Presley.
Presley. So how was the first, it's been, 2 weeks since you had the baby?
3.
3 weeks?
Yeah.
How's it going?
We went back to the hospital.
Yeah, I know. That was kind of scary.
I didn't even think about mentioning that. Yeah, we went back to the hospital for like a day and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And, that whole thing. It wasn't really that scary being there. I don't know. She wasn't even really that worried once we got there. So,
yeah.
I mean, that.
Well, it kind of scared me because, like, I saw the text in the group chat, and, like, they probably don't know, but, like, last time I was on here, like, I had just gotten over being, like, sick as a dog for, like, a month.
Oh, no. I mean, they think it was just, they still don't even know
and
what
so
it was.
It
wasn't
like,
a big deal. He
I
was
was
all
scared.
good.
I was like, damn, I really hope, like, I didn't get the baby sick, but he's getting big already.
Yeah. He's gaining a little bit of weight.
Yeah.
Fat turd.
How was the week off with him? I know you got to take, like, a week or two off work?
I had 2.5 weeks off.
How's that?
It was pretty good. I'm pretty sure the last time we recorded, that was the end of it. So now back at work, feel pretty good.
Yeah. Does it feel weird, like, I guess coming home from work and, like, getting to hang out with him? Or is it, like, nice and special,
Depends. She's watching. I can't say stuff because then she thinks I have emotion. It's just.
Gotta hide it.
Yeah. See, it's a man thing.
Gotta keep.
I'm not the only person that pretends like they don't have emotion.
Nah, it's your baby mama. You gotta have emotion, man.
She sees it every once in a while.
Damn. Well, I'm glad he's all right. I'm excited because I just wanted to be big enough to where we can set his ass right here.
We got a long time for that.
Hey, it'll still be around. I can't wait to see how big we are by the time that happens.
Yeah. Let's just jump straight into this.
Yeah.
Bar thing. Everything's great. Can we announce the?
It's not great. I mean,
we'll talk about that. But can we announce what you got set up?
Yeah.
Because we said we weren't going to announce it until.
I mean, we can. Yeah.
Go for it.
So with the trailer, are you wanting to like know about like you wanting to know about like the media stuff?
Yeah.
So it's funny because I actually tried it before, but I was just chilling there one night and I was like, I really need to like I'm getting really close to actually finishing the trailer itself, so I need to like start thinking of the aspect of like getting it going afterwards. So I actually fully set up a website that has pretty much links to everything: my Instagrams, TikToks, Facebook. Pretty much every social media for it. It's also got a thing where you can schedule appointments on it, and then when you click over to the next page, it also shows like all the pricing, what the packages come with, everything like that. Has disclaimers like I will not sell to anyone that's under 21, blah blah blah, just liability reasons.
It looks really clean.
Yeah, it does. Thank you. It took a while. It definitely did, and I'm still honestly changing things, and it's been done for like a couple weeks.
Is it officially like?
Oh yeah, it's up and running, but I haven't posted anything on it, so I haven't gotten any like attraction yet because like I don't want to. I'm working on like a little sneak peek of like a video of the process of me like building the trailer. So I've been like taking like little videos of me like cutting wood, like putting it on the trailer, priming the whole thing, like putting in the shelves, everything like that.
Well, so we'll sneak that into one of these videos
Yeah.
once it's done. Probably the big reveal video because I think we're gonna
shoot a podcast.
What I think I'm gonna do is we're gonna build a reveal video where we like tour it and everything, and then we're gonna shoot a podcast intro in it.
Yeah.
So that'll be cool.
That would be sick. But yeah, it's almost done. So today, before I came over here, I actually got straight off work and then went over there and started finishing priming it. So it's actually, I've got like maybe 10 minutes left of priming that I'm going to go do after this, even though it's dark. And it's literally just under the trailer where I got to kind of hide the wheel wells. But other than that, after it's primed, I'm actually going to get it painted next week. After it's painted and like the paint's been dried, I'm going to go ahead and put up the logo, put up like pretty much like the bar part of it on the outside that kind of holds the drinks. But other than that, man, it's literally like so close and it's all happened so fast. Like I didn't think it was going to be done this quick.
Oh yeah. I mean, we talked about it every episode, but your time frame got shorter and shorter every time.
Yeah, every single time. So. But like this last week, like I didn't do literally anything in it because like I was waiting, and I was also like I didn't want to spend money on it because like I was telling you earlier, like I saw an ad or a post on Facebook for another trailer that was like super good price. It was just like perfect. Like it was already completely redone for bar. It had a margarita machine, it had a tap machine already put in it, it had like a sink, everything I would need.
So we were already starting the fleet.
Yeah.
We were already going to get
Yeah, I was
number
going
2.
to. And so like I texted the lady, she responded. And so I actually went and pulled out a loan because I didn't have the money because I've been dumping all of my money into the trailer. And so I went and pulled out the loan, took it home, like texted her, hey, got cash in hand. I can pick it up tonight or I can pick it up tomorrow. She didn't respond until like 8 hours later. And then finally was like, hey, I do have 2 people coming to look at it tomorrow morning. Like, I'll keep you updated and let you know what they think if it sells. I was like, it's kind of fucked up, but okay. So I waited and waited. She still has not texted me, but she posted that it sold on Facebook. So I was like, damn, that really sucks.
Yeah, that's screwy.
Yeah, I know.
It's not a good business strategy.
No, not at all. But, I mean, it's okay because I'm just going to use the like what I pulled out to just go ahead and finish my trailer and then just, like, make payments on it to build, like, a business credit, you know?
Yeah.
Because I know
No,
I'm going to have
makes
to know, like, eventually after, like you said, the fleet gets going, I'm going to eventually open up, like, an actual bar. And I'm going to need a lot of fucking credit for that.
Yeah.
It's going to be worth it.
The process is going good, though.
What?
Is the process going good, though? Everything,
Yeah.
aside from that one shitty thing, everything else is going pretty
No,
good?
everything's going good. Still moving really quick. Everything's looking great. Been kind of OCD about it to make sure that everything's getting done the way I want it to be. I've learned a lot through the process of doing it. Like I learned how to do epoxy, and stuff like that. Like I'd say like mixing the epoxy with stains and stuff like that because it's a little different. You have to like actually heat it with like a torch, and so that was really fun to learn. But everything's going pretty smooth.
You want to introduce the guest? And then we'll just jump straight into
Yeah,
the pod?
so the guest that's coming on here in just a second is a longtime best friend of mine, and then also Presley's after a while. His name is AJ Daniels, and yeah.
We just sat down, talked about music, reminisced on old times.
Yeah.
Talked about business a little bit there towards the end. That was pretty much it.
It's the pod, man. It's definitely the best one yet, I think.
Yeah, probably the best one we've done
It
together.
was super nice talking about all like the memories and everything like that. It just brought back childhood memories, you know.
Yeah.
Fucking loved it.
But we're going to go ahead and jump into that.
Yeah. Sick. Let's
See you
go.
in 2 weeks.
See you in 2 weeks.
All right, welcome to the Live a Little podcast. Today we got a special guest. Please welcome Alton.
AJ Daniels.
Yeah, AJ.
Oh, you want to go by AJ?
It's all right. Y'all know me for long enough. Y'all call me Alton, but anybody else knew they got to call me AJ.
I'll call you AJ for the podcast.
Whatever you want, man.
So how you doing?
I'm all right. I'm tired, man. I fell down the stairs at work today. You know, I got beat up. I mean, it's been it's been
Stop
all
drinking
right
so
day.
much beer at work and you might not fucking fall down the stairs.
Dude, that happened like twice. No, I'm just playing. That ain't never happened, but no, dude.
Can't get him fired on the podcast. What
Yeah,
are you
come
doing,
on,
Colton?
man.
Come on.
Yeah. Cancel culture. I'm going to call it Elon, dude.
Elon hadn't been canceled.
Nah, but he's fixing that shit,
No,
dude.
no way, bro. He owns Twitter. Someone posts like
That's why
anything
he's
stupid.
fixing it.
He's fixing the...
He's fixing cancel culture.
yeah, he's,
Oh,
he's
I
muting it.
thought you were saying that like he was gonna get canceled.
No, I'm going to call him to cancel you.
No, no.
Morning Buzz.
Why?
Colton Buckingham, drummer. He gone. He out of here.
Yo, how did I not know this existed? I love realizing things about my own equipment that Colton realized first. The wire
snap,
just
dude.
goes in this thing?
You didn't know that, bruh.
How do you put it in there?
It's-
You, like,
it's
take the
studio
clip
gear.
off,
You have to
bro.
you take the clip off?
Yeah,
To be
okay.
fair, Colton has more microphone.
dude.
I love how all of y'all are just sitting there fucking
There we
adjusting your
go.
mics. Dude.
Okay.
Dude, we got it now.
That was
gotta feel
low-key
professional.
satisfying as
Yeah.
fuck because y'all both did it at the exact same
That
time.
was kind of nice.
It was nice.
So anyways, we haven't seen you in... I mean, I could literally... The last time I saw you was the Logan Paul Floyd Mayweather fight. That dates it. So
That was over like
That-
a year and a half.
That was
ago.
last June.
Yeah, that was
that
a
was
long
June of
time.
21.
Yeah,
that was a
dude.
year and a half ago.
Last time I saw you was just that super exciting fight. You know, just
Yeah, it
lots
was
of
great.
lots of things to look at. I mean,
I saw you
lots of punches.
like 2
and-
months ago. You came by for like no, it was like a month ago. You came back for like 10 minutes to see the new house. But
Yeah.
before that, I hadn't seen you since the Floyd Mayweather fight either.
Yeah, it's because you don't come around. It's your fault.
No, bro, that is not true.
You mean we are all here? You're the one out. You're the outsider.
Hey man,
right now.
I'm like 30 minutes away. You
Yeah,
know?
that's a long
Yeah.
drive.
It is a long drive.
I'm
I
only
get it
one
now.
call away. You know.
Yeah. The country
Shit.
reference for sure.
So what do you want? What do you want to jump into first? I'll let you choose.
I want to jump into his little band segment, bro.
Okay.
Like, it's kind of been getting me excited to hear about how it's going and what's going on with that.
So the whole band thing is kind of like, trying to decide what we still want to do.
Yeah.
We don't know if we want to necessarily go all in together.
Yeah.
Or go by ourselves. So initially we started the band, and we were working our way towards like a set list and things like that. And then we just didn't end up scheduling a show. Well, then I had one of my buddies come meet me where I was practicing, and he said that he wanted me to play after I played him a song. So I went to Chop Shop, played a song. People there loved me. I got in touch with some of the people who actually like run open mics and stuff like that. So.
And this was your first live performance?
Yeah, I haven't. So I actually, like, backtracking a little bit, I sold every single instrument I owned, like, probably 2 years ago. And just because, like, I wanted to play country music, but I didn't know how. So I got discouraged and frustrated. And so I sold every instrument I owned just because, like, I was tired of playing, what people wanted me to play, and I wanted to play what I wanted. So I got invited on a Monday night, and I had to play Tuesday. And then again, I hadn't played in 2 years. I haven't sang in front of people in a couple of years, played guitar, let alone. And so I actually bought my very first guitar back that I ever owned. I bought it back, went and played at Chop Shop, and it was amazing. It's probably the first time I've enjoyed music. It's been a long time since I've enjoyed playing like that. And then after that, as soon as that happened, I got an invite to Rhinestone Saloon, the Stockyards downtown Fort Worth. So I played there a couple weeks ago. I played a little bit of George Strait because, Fort Worth, Texas, if you don't play some old country, people are just going to sit there and laugh at you. So you got to throw in some good stuff. But yeah, I played that, and then I was supposed to play last night, but I got too caught up watching the Cowboys game. Missed the phone call, but it's all right. I know they want me back, so it's all good.
I'm assuming the Chop House is kind of like a railhead kind of place. Like,
yeah,
it's
like
just people eating and you're playing live music for them.
Yeah, so they got it's actually Chop Shop in Roanoke, and they have a huge stage outside. And I didn't play on the big stage because they have Parker McCollum play at Chop Shop and everything like that. So I thought it was just a big deal to even be in the same place as some of the country artists that I really like, and I kind of do my music after them. And so I just did a little setup inside the restaurant. It wasn't nothing too packed, which was nice because, like I said, I hadn't played in a couple of years, and so I needed to get kind of out of the nervous phase. And so I think we probably had maybe 30 people there. And but man, what's really cool about the music industry is everybody is just super helpful, and anything you need in the music industry, I'm sure it's the same with y'all. Everybody is very supportive of what you do, whether they like your music or not. I have never met a group of more supportive people other than when I play live. Everybody will tell you they love you. Some people could be lying, but who cares? You don't know.
I think that's a big part of the genre that you're doing it into.
Yeah.
Country music fans are either. I don't really hear any negative country music fans. People will take shots, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
But that's with everything.
Yeah, but it's usually people will go to, everybody's hammered when they're listening to your music. Sorry, Colton's sitting on a cord.
God, you gotta stop, bro.
Anyways, if going to Billy Bob's or something like that, it doesn't really matter who's on stage. Everybody's there just to have a good time. So that's what I have always attributed country music to.
And
it's just
actually
a good time.
I'll actually go ahead and kind of debut something that I have planned. So there's this company called Texas Music Network, and they run the open mics. And so when I performed first at Chop Shop, I had actually talked to them after. And it's crazy because, like I said, that was the first time I played. They had actually discussed me opening at Billy Bob's. And so that to me was crazy. I've never even been to Billy Bob's, but I just see all the faces. One of my favorite artists, Coulter is going there, I think in February. And just that I was given the opportunity to open up at Billy Bob's, that's a packed house no matter what night you go.
Yeah, I feel like if you live in this area, you got to go at least once, because I'm not even into country music. And I went with Jameson and his family, and we went and saw Dustin Johnson, I think.
Okay.
I've never even been to Billy Bob's. Bro.
Yeah, I haven't. Is
No.
it Dustin Lynch?
No. Cody Johnson.
Kojo?
Yeah.
Man, Kojo's my boy, dude.
I said Dustin Johnson. It's a golfer.
Okay. It's okay. It's all right. It happens.
Not a country guy, like I said.
Yeah, dude, Kojo. My fiance actually just took me to a Kojo concert, dude. That was like the best concert I've ever been to. Well, I don't know. Chris Stapleton is like right up there with him. I saw Chris Stapleton and Willie Nelson and Jamie Johnson last year. So I bought these tickets when Brooke and I were still in high school and we were dating. And I bought it for her for Valentine's Day and her birthday. And they got canceled because of COVID. And so I was like, man, I'm never going to get to see him. And then they finally rescheduled it. Dude, I would have paid, ungodly amounts of money to go to that concert. And I would do it every day of the week if I could. That was so amazing.
That literally happened to me last week. I went to go see Dominic Fikes. Dominic Fikes is like my favorite artist. And we get there, we go inside, like we get drinks, like he's about to go on. And this fucking band comes out and they're like reading some paragraph. And I thought I was like, oh, it's just going to be a prank. Like he's going to come out. And then he fucking canceled the show. So fuck, yeah, it sucked.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude.
I think so. I've been to a bunch of their concerts, but I haven't been to I've only been to one real concert, and it was back in May. And she bought me a Valentine's Day gift. It was, you know who Mike is?
Oh yeah,
Mike Stud. He used to go by Mike Stud.
Mike.
Mm-mm.
He's got good ass music.
Have you ever
bro.
heard These Days?
I don't know, man.
If you played it, you would know it.
Yeah.
Probably.
He's like my favorite. He used to play baseball. He quit. He got hurt, and he ended up rapping.
Worked out for him.
Yeah,
Really?
and blew up. Then he switched. He became really good friends with Post Malone, actually.
Oh, wow.
And Post Malone told him that the music that he wanted to play was better than what he was doing. So he actually switched his genre. He's more of he says he's like a country pop artist now.
Okay.
He's definitely not country.
But
no.
he says he's trying to help instate a new genre.
Okay.
Total.
That's kind of cool.
You got to listen to his music. It's
Yeah.
good.
I mean,
That's
mad
kinda cool.
respect, but I've been listening to him for a fat minute, and I've never.
He definitely raps still.
I've never
yeah.
been like, oh, that's country. No.
Well, compared to what he was doing, it's a lot more.
There's
slow,
guys.
I thought it was
guess.
more like R&B / hip hop.
Yeah, that's where I've always put it.
There's guys that I listen to that, when you go on Apple Music, Spotify, they're listed under country. But, like Ko Wetzel, that dude, he's more like rock to me.
No, bro, he's
country rock, dude.
Definitely country.
Country rock,
He's
man.
my favorite artist.
The only
for sure.
country song
Ko
on my
Wetzel,
playlist right
man.
now is Broadway Girls.
Okay.
And it's not even country.
With Morgan Wallen?
Morgan Wallen.
Oh,
and,
dude.
What, you don't like Morgan Wallen?
I do, man, but, he's adding too much, hip-hop in there, man.
Well, it's not even his song. It's Dirk's song. But
Dude, but Kojo, dude, that's, pure country.
Thanks.
Kojo's good. Parker's good. Ko Wetzel is probably, on my top list. Right now, my favorite song is probably Cabo
Facts.
Blake
by
Shelton.
Ko
Facts.
Wetzel, dude.
Blake Shelton's where it's at, man.
Whoa. Old Blake Shelton.
Old Blake Shelton.
Old
yeah.
Blake, but if you play me some new Blake, I'm probably gonna go home swinging or
Well,
something.
I haven't heard a Blake Shelton song since 2016.
That's
but,
good. That's good. Don't listen to anything newer.
And then what's his name? Fucking
If you say Luke Bryan,
No,
I'm off this
no, no, no,
podcast.
Me too, I was about to
Fucking-
walk out, bro.
fucking
God.
Luke Bryan.
fucking Red Solo Cup.
Oh,
Toby
dude, no.
Toby Keith. Thank
no,
you. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I don't
He went
listen to Toby Keith.
No.
man.
He went to OU, so I gotta support.
That's why.
That's why.
Gotta
That's
support.
why.
I do like Kenny Chesney. I know he's a little less country, but
Ooh, Kenny
I
Chesney's
think
a hard one.
everybody
man.
thinks he's overrated, but
he's
every
solid.
single one. No, I'm talking about Luke Combs, bro. Every single one of his
Luke
songs
Combs is my
a
favorite country
fucking
artist.
Hit.
Dude.
I didn't even think about that. I will listen to any Luke
The
Combs
kind
song.
of love we make
It's on.
is the best song.
It's on
out right
repeat,
now.
Beer Never-
24/7.
Beer Never Broke My Heart.
That's a good one, too.
If you listen to the words, bro, that shit has fucking meaning.
Yeah.
I thought
crazy.
Hurricane was trash when it came out. His first, it was his first big
Yeah.
song, and they were playing it everywhere. And I was like, this song's not really that good. And
Then you got into his
then
music.
when It Rains, It Pours, it came out.
Facts.
Yeah,
First
dude.
time I heard it, bro.
One number
This song's a
away,
banger.
bro.
Yeah. No, I think my favorite one right now by Luke Combs is The Kind of Love We Make. That
Facts.
is
No, same.
such a good song.
Yeah.
But-
Mine is actually still doing this. Have you heard that one?
Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
Of course.
Every time I hear it, I get the chills because I just I think about the band being up on stage, bro, and what would happen if that wasn't there.
Like with me, right?
And
a country band, you know?
And I'm just it's just it makes me appreciative for what I have right now. You know?
Hey, y'all comment and tell Kolton he needs to come join my country band.
Do we need to get into this beef?
Nah.
Do we need to break the beef?
I think we do.
He's mad, bro. He's just mad.
No, I'm just gonna tell Morning Buzz they stole my artist. They stole Kolton.
Do you want to like background it? Do you want to go all the way back to y'all's church days?
Dude, I have pictures of me and Kolton when we were probably like 14, 15, you know, and Kolton.
Honestly, he was younger than that too.
Kolton, when he lived with his parents in the same neighborhood as Keaton, had an electric drum set in his garage. And I like barely knew guitar, but we would just go for like hours and like jam out. And then when he started coming to church with me, I would sing and play sometimes, and he'd play the drums. So yes, I had Kolton first. And now that I need a country song written, I could use Kolton, you know.
Hey, I can gladly help you.
No, I don't want that.
Help you write, bro.
That's not good enough.
That's just writing credit.
That's not good enough for me.
Why not?
Morning Buzz, no more. Arrowheads is where it's at.
No, bro, I can't do that.
Why don't you just y'all got a backwards feature, so like he comes on a Morning Buzz song
Yeah.
and then you go on one of his songs.
So low key,
I don't have the style though.
It's
No,
okay. Hey,
but that's
no,
the
no, no.
thing now.
So I'm gonna
adding
spoil
country,
something.
No, 1 second. Adding country music to a random genre, like
would
we were
do
just
it.
talking about, like with Broadway Girls,
Yeah.
like just adding that like voice and that tone. It is a trend right now.
Yeah.
It would totally hit. Like it would be.
I would do it.
So-
it would hit.
I'm gonna throw a little spoiler out there, and like in 2023, Morning Buzz is like completely changing like our genre, and like we're gonna be genreless, like because everyone in the band likes to like make different music because that's just like who they are, you know. And so like Harry likes
get
to
to hear
make
rap?
hard rock, like EDM, like stuff like that. Isaac and Raph kind of like to make the more pop R&B stuff like that, and then I make country music, and so low key, I think we're gonna put out a country song, and they want to do it through Morning Buzz. So I think it'd be sick. So low key, you could.
Harrison has to pay me $100 personally. Only Harrison. I don't want anybody's $100. I don't want Isaac's. I don't want yours.
Why Harry?
Harry has to give me $100 for me to hop on a track.
I'll talk to
Harry, that $100 is mine, boy. I'm getting it, dude.
Does he owe you money?
Nah, but if he wants me on a track, $100 flat, dude.
He's just gonna charge you $100 back to produce the damn thing.
Nah, he ain't charging me shit, dude. He's gonna give me $100 and like it. I'm not giving it back. You know, you gotta make profit somewhere.
Yeah.
So like, you're doing adult shit too. Obviously, we've talked about it on the podcast. I just recently had my kid,
Yeah.
but you are engaged.
I am.
What is that like? Like, everybody asks me, what's it like being a dad and shit like that? What's it like that preparation for the night, like proposing and shit?
Man, I was like super nervous
You called me too, I
when it
remember
happened. I remember I had told my parents I wanted to propose because I found the one for me and I felt that it was right. And I mean, we won't get married for a little bit, but that's okay because, you know, it's just something I knew I wanted to do and make that commitment. But so I actually proposed Thanksgiving of last year, and
So it's been a year.
yeah. So I bought the ring like the August before last Thanksgiving.
So you proposed on 11/25/2021.
Yeah, think so. I thought
It's her birthday, so I know the day.
Okay, I got you. But no. So all my family came into town. I got family in Florida and family in Louisiana, so they came down, and that's just when I knew I wanted to do it. I told her family Christmas, and then I was like, well, all my family's gonna be here. Like, it's a perfect time to do it. But I mean, it's been great. You know, I mean, I don't think. I think there's definitely been a change from dating life to engaged, but I mean, it's been great.
Y'all been together for a long ass time though, right?
Today marks 3.5 years.
Bro, I
we've been
remember.
together.
I remember like the day you like wanted to ask her out. We went and you were like thinking of ideas, and we went and got a
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
softball.
Dude, that was a good idea
I
though.
know, yeah, and she was like hitting softballs at like some little.
No,
fucking
she was catching, bro. She was a catcher.
Yeah, catching range. She was like, oh, he was like, out marked
She's
up.
still a catcher.
Yeah,
Nah. Nah. She don't play catcher no more.
damn.
You don't get laid anymore.
Oh no. Never, dude.
Cap. I'm kidding.
No,
But it was-
dude, that doesn't happen.
We like walked up,
It's
and he's
okay, I
like,
don't either.
he was like, let me throw the ball. And she's like, why? And he's like, just let me throw the ball. He threw the ball, and she like throws it back to him.
Yeah,
He's
dude,
like, he's like, read the fucking ball. And threw it back. And she was like, oh my god, yeah.
yeah, dude. I remember that because she just like threw it back without looking, and like I'm surprised she didn't feel that it was like a cheap softball because like I just went to Walmart and found like the the cheapest
Like
one I could
99
find.
cent ball.
Yeah, it was like 99 cents.
Bro,
And-
I guarantee you do it to a baseball player, they would have figured. They would have been like, "What the fuck is this?"
But then she like threw it back immediately. I was like, all right, I'm gonna do this one more time. Read the ball, and so I kind of like gave it away, but it was nice. I mean, I couldn't have thought of another way. I'm not very creative, so for me to come up with something like that was like it was crazy.
How did you propose?
It's just standard, man. Just
On the knee. On the
Was
dick.
it at like a dinner or something?
It was at my family Thanksgiving. Like I said, when I had all my family there, I like right before we ate, I proposed.
Let's just say the turkey wasn't the only thing getting stuffed.
All right, stop. You're fired from the soundboard.
You need to cut that one, man. My parents are gonna watch this shit, dude. Come on,
Hey,
man.
bro. Hey, they gotta know, dude. You're 21. Y'all been dating for 3.5 years.
Yeah, my parents still think I'm a virgin.
Bro, no, my mom, dude, my mom. Oh, I get it. That was good. That was good.
Anyway.
How long did it take? What? Come on now.
Hey, it took a minute for me to process it, man.
Yeah, I figured, dude.
Dude, you know my mom, bro. Last time I told my mom I was hanging out with somebody, she was like, "Rap it before you tap it." I was like, "Yeah, thanks."
yeah, dude, your
Thanks,
mom. I love your mom, but dude, I remember like when we were younger, she used to say the most out of pocket shit.
She
dude.
would just give me shit.
Dude,
so
like-
hard.
Dude, like when we were younger and we used to be around his family, like I was at his family's house probably like every day, or he was at my house, vice versa, dude.
Whole
like,
summer.
yeah, dude. Like, I mean, they would just say some crazy stuff, and then his sister would like abuse us, like we were like redheaded stepchildren.
The hangers,
dude.
bro. Oh my god,
dude, she came in at like 10 o'clock at night and just started wailing
For
on us
no fucking
with
reason.
a coat hanger, dude. We had like traffic cones in there. We like threw her on the traffic cones,
Yeah.
like beat her with them, dude. Like that was our only defense mechanism at that point.
bro. It was funny. Someone from high school actually. It was Grace. Grace, like, not even high school, just an old church. Like, texted me on, yeah. And
Okay.
she sent me a picture of a tattoo because she like tattooed my arm, you know. And
Wait, what?
Yeah, she did that one for free. Yeah.
I knew her longer. Where's my free one? Grace, if you watch this, I need a new tattoo.
Anyways, so yeah, she did that, and she sent me a picture of a tattoo, and it was a guy with a traffic cone on his head, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna get that. But low key, looking at it now, I low key kind of want to get
Yeah,
it.
dude, those are pure
Just
memories,
good ass
man.
memories.
Like we can go in a little bit more here in a bit about kind of mine and Colton's friendship phases,
Yeah.
and they are some good ones.
Actually, let's jump into it. You said that you wanted to talk about how y'all became friends in the first place.
All right, so
I swear it was not the weird kid in school.
he was, and I'll explain exactly why he was the weird kid. So 7th grade, I was in Miss Sis class in English, right?
She was hot.
Ew, dude.
Hey,
Oh my god.
hey, she was cute. No. You know who I thought was cute? Miss Scott, bro.
Don't even bring up
I'm
that
kidding,
name,
I'm
dude.
kidding,
Don't
bro.
even bring up that
Fucking
name.
hated that teacher so bad.
No, dude.
She hated him.
She had like some like she had something out for me,
She
but
low key just wanted to fuck.
dude,
How old
I
were
would
y'all?
not. I would.
You over what?
I would
like
not-
fucking 7th grade.
Dude,
Dude,
hey,
I
have you
would
ever seen
not
That's
touch
My
her.
Boy? That
Was
would
it
be
was it 7th grade?
Yeah. No,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
I would not touch her with a 10-foot pole, dude. I hate that woman, dude. She actually works at a middle school that I just got done working on.
I can't cap. I would have touched it with a 4-inch one.
Oh my god.
4 inches is lucky.
But no, like
it was a joke.
but like I was walking through the school and she had a badge on that said Miss Scott. Dude, it took everything inside of me to not go up to her and be like, "Hey, bitch, remember me?" And
Fuck
just like
you.
Spartan kick the shit out of her, dude.
No, I thought she was cool. I liked her.
Did you even have her?
Yeah,
That sucks.
I know.
Better than Mr. Herman. Did you ever hear what happened to him? I won't say none of that on the
That's the
podcast.
one that
but-
Colton wanted to tap.
dude,
No way. Nah.
no, I won't go into detail about that one. But anyway, so 7th grade English, Miss Sis class. I don't want to hear that she's bad because she's not. But he comes up to me and he was like, "Hey, what's wrong with my lock screen?"
It was out of contents. I had no idea who you were.
Yeah, he came up to me. He said, "Hey, what's wrong with my lock screen?" And it was this like Brazilian like photoshopped woman soccer player. And I was like, "Dude, what are you talking about?" Like, I mean, this goofy dude like came up to me asking me, and I was like, "Dude, I don't know what you're talking about." And he was like, "Just look a little closer." And I was like, "Dude, for real, just tell me." And he kept saying, he was like, "Man, just look." Finally, he was like, "She don't have a belly
got
button."
no belly button.
At that moment, the next day, we sat together at lunch. The weekend after that, I was at his house.
Yeah.
That I mean, it's just such a Colton thing to do. Like,
That does sound like something.
come up to me and ask me what's wrong with this Brazilian soccer player, and he's like, "Dog, she just like it's something so simple, like she doesn't have a belly button." And like he didn't laugh, he didn't smile, and then after that, he was like, "Hey, I'm Colton." I was like, what? But dude, after that, like, we have been through a lot of stuff, and we have done, well, he has done. I paid for him to do some pretty stupid stuff.
Bro, we've
I think we all have.
we all have.
I think
definitely,
my
bro.
favorite one is, have you seen the video of the little baby covered in peanut butter?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my
So
God.
quick, you know. So we were chilling one night,
my
and
gosh.
they were eating something, dude, and they were like, "Yo, like, what if like someone covered themselves in peanut butter?" And like without any saying anything, I was like, "Fuck it, I'll do it." And so
We went to Target and bought
That
the
right there-
biggest jar of
That right
peanut
there
butter.
is the most Colton thing.
and we were just
Fuck
sitting
it,
there,
I'll do
and they
it.
were like for real? And I was like, yeah. And so we go outside, and literally I just strip butt ass naked, like put a sock around it, bro.
Yeah,
and
dude.
they just start lathering my ass in peanut butter, like not literally my
I used
ass,
a butter
but just,
knife.
like everything.
I used a butter knife, not my hands.
And
I swear.
I walked back inside our buddy's house that we were at, and his parents are like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
I think
Yeah,
I remember
dude.
this
Yeah,
story.
That shit
actually.
was so
It
crazy.
was so funny.
But
And I got videos on my phone that still pop up in
Oh,
my
dude.
memories, and I'm like, oh my god, that was 6 years ago and stuff like that. Like,
Same.
So-
there's one.
Like of the lake.
I think you were there that night. I think you were actually there that night, Alton. Whenever we got into a Jeep.
was it Keaton's Jeep?
It was Keaton's Jeep. We
Okay.
got in Keaton's Jeep, and we were driving around. I don't know if y'all had just picked me up or something. And we were driving around. It was like 25 degrees outside, and Keaton had the top off the fucking Jeep.
That sounds like Keaton.
You were definitely there. You were in the front seat. I remember y'all picked me up. Okay, I do. You were there, and we were driving around the neighborhood, and on the side of the curb, there was a bike with two
I was
flat
there.
tires.
Yeah.
That's where I'm going. And we pick up the bike,
Yep.
and Colton was there freezing his ass off. And Colton gets on the bike and grabs onto the bar,
Yep.
and we start driving. And I think he
Yep.
got it to like 30 miles per hour. And that
With flat tires.
Yeah.
He lost control.
I thought I was gonna
Colton
bust
let go.
ass.
Yeah.
Colton let go, and he was like, we were
like
like,
a
Colton,
death wobble, dude.
why'd you fucking let go? And he goes, because the way the tires, it was hurting my ass.
Yeah,
So his
dude.
idea was just to let go, like he was gonna get off. And I think
Dude,
I want to say you hit a curb, or like you flew off and hit a curb
I don't
or
even
something.
know.
I honestly, low key, I don't remember, and if I don't know if it's because we were just drunk or I was like, it's been so long ago.
Dude, we were like
Dude,
15. We
I'll
weren't
show
we
you-
drunk.
started drinking when we were like 12. What do you
No,
mean?
we did not, dude.
I'll show you the video, like because I have it in my phone. I can even put it on the screen, but like.
Dude, but
It's the
what
funniest
really
thing ever.
started the whole thing with Colton was it was my 15th birthday party at my dad's house, and my dad made burgers and grilled pineapple slices, and I still have the video. And I don't even know how it came about, but
I low key don't remember this, so I'm kind of scared.
you do know. So Colton, I was like, dude, let's make a slow-mo. And he was like, all right, let's do it. And I was like, well, where do you want me to hit you? And he was like, well, not in the face. He's like, I don't want pineapple juice all over my face. And I was like, all right, so like you want me to throw it like at your bare chest or something? He's like, that's just not funny enough. And I was like, okay, I see where this is
I
going.
have an idea of where this is
So
going to.
this dude inside of my garage pulled his bare ass out, and he was like, all right, man, just chunk it. So I have the video. We were 14 years old, 15. I chunked it, and dude, like the slow-mo video
That
is
shit
just like just the cheeks like just like quivering, dude. Like it was, and that is where it all started.
Hey,
like
low key, shout out Pain Olympics. You remember that?
oh dude, I totally
We
forgot
fucking-
about that.
So we were chilling one night.
15,000.
Dude, 15. No. Yeah. No, it was.
No,
it was
35,000.
No, it was 150,000 views.
Whoa.
Yeah, because I remember your brother sent me a video.
Yeah.
And was like, yo, you got to send this into like Pain Olympics, like blah, blah, blah. But we were chilling at Keaton's house, and they were like, yo, we got to do something funny. Like, it's got to be fun. And so we were just like sitting there. We were like, before we were like just putting little golf clubs around the upstairs. We were bored. And Alton was like, yo, let me hit this shit into your nuts. And I was like, no, bro, that's going to hurt so bad.
I was the instigator.
And he's
bro.
like, bro, I'll give you $20 right now. Like, let's just do it.
I didn't pay
I
him.
I remember
No, you
that,
didn't.
bro.
I didn't
Colton,
pay him.
if you told Colton you would do it for money, he would do it.
I lost
I was a hustler,
$400 in a night to this dude.
Like I have a video of Jameson throwing one of those 20-pound medicine balls.
Yeah.
Just throwing it at
At my
Colton's
dick,
balls.
yeah.
Like for no reason. I don't even think there was money involved there. I think we just said he could hit our vape or something.
that was the same night with the staples, bro.
Oh,
Jamie
yeah.
was like, let me staple your nipples because, like, jumper cables. You remember that?
oh my
So
god, yeah.
this is where it started, bro. So we were chilling one night, and it was like so fucking cold outside, and they were like, "Yo, let's do something funny," and I was like, "Okay, fucking bet." You know, I was like the class little clown, and they were like, "Yo, let's attach like jumper cables to your nipples," and I was like, "Fuck no!" And then low key, like 5 minutes went by, had a little bit of convincing, and they were like, "I was like, bet." So we put them on my nipples, bro.
and they just sat there for like 10 seconds, 15 seconds.
Yeah, until you screamed.
Took them off, and they were just fucking purple.
Bro, we did a bunch of stupid shit.
I think Kolton has the trophy.
Colton definitely has the trophy, but I remember there was one night, and
if you say Lake Weatherford, I know where you're going.
No. This was at Keaton's. Nobody else was there. It was just
everything
me and Keaton.
happened at fucking Keaton's, dude.
Yeah,
that's
where we all hung out.
Yeah.
Anyways,
the goat house.
I was there. I think you were there maybe, and then you left, and me and Keaton were staying. I think you went to go hang out with a girl because you were lame.
I was a pimp.
And Keaton was like, "I'll pay you $20 to stick your dick in
the vacuum."
The vacuum.
The shot bag. The shot bag, dude. My God.
I was like, okay, so this is why I'm surprised I was able to have a kid, because I put it in and I didn't expect it, whatever.
Because it was one of the ones that connects to the house. So that shit is strong.
And it just both straight in. And I mean, it was the most painful experience I've ever had in my life. Like, I thought my balls got taken out of my body. Like, it was hurt. It was that painful.
Dude, I'm trying to think of what mine was.
So another thing Kolton did, so it was when Keaton had his BMW, and this was before like everybody came around. It was just me, Keaton, and Kolton for probably like almost 2 years.
Yeah.
And we're going down the lake in his BMW. It's like 10 degrees outside, so it's like cold. And
when it snowed,
I don't know how it came about, but we just told Kolton to go get in the water.
$50 how it came about.
I knew exactly how. So we told him to get in the water. He only had shorts on, so he went in the water. It was freezing. Well, then Keaton would not let Kolton inside of his car with wet clothes, so Kolton had to strip outside of the BMW. So for any of those watching at Lake Weatherford, look on your Ring camera from, what year was that? Maybe like 2016?
Yeah, 17.
2016. Look on your Ring camera, and if
you got the BMW 17, it would have been winter in 17.
But so, anyways, Keaton wouldn't let him in, so Kolton stripped just completely naked outside of the Beamer, and then me and Keaton took off.
Yeah, it literally left my ass.
And Kolton started like crab walking right by the marina, and like. I mean, I have the video still.
I do too.
But it was
ass naked?
Yeah.
Dude, like not even like no shame, like not even like cupping his shit or anything, just like straight up like sprinting down the marina. And at that moment I was like,
after 10-degree water, bro, there was nothing to cover. Not at all. Like, even if I tried, there was like, it's gone.
There's nothing to cover to begin with.
At that point, it's inside.
But it was so funny because like me and Keaton, we got in front of him and then reversed, and he kept running down the street. And there's just a video of him like waddling down the street, and like all you can see is like these white ass cheeks in the headlights of the Beamer. And dude, it was like, I mean, the stuff that me and Kolton have done, like I've lit him on fire a couple times.
A few.
There's been some other things that I won't discuss.
Me and Jameson have talked about it so much about like
there's just so much.
If there was an ability to get like some camera footage of everything we did, because I cannot believe we did not think to record more than we did.
We should have vlogged it.
If we vlogged it, we would be like bigger than Danny Duncan right now.
Dude, we did some like, I tell people stories of what we did. And I know for a fact they do not believe me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, people.
And then like people do the same thing with me, and I like pull up a video and they're like, "Holy fuck! Like, why you're fucking stupid?"
Yeah, it's like,
yeah.
I talked to people that we went to high school with, whether like I was close with them or not, and like, I'd be like, "Oh yeah," I talk about like graduation night a lot. People don't believe me that I straight was so drunk. I wrestled 8 people in a row
in a field,
in the middle of a field. And don't get me wrong, I lost like
Austin's
7.
house?
Yes, I lost like 7 in a row. But I got up and I picked another person out to wrestle me again. And people were like, "No way that happened." This was like 45 minutes of me just straight getting my ass beat.
Was that the night that we had the Everclear Jungle Juice?
Oh, dude,
no, that was Austin's birthday.
Yeah, dude, that was bad.
Oh my god, I got a video.
I didn't drink any of that,
dude. Austin got so drunk. Here's the thing: Austin got so drunk that people forgot about me. And like I was saying earlier, I drink, I get fucking blackout. Well, the thing is that Austin was so drunk, acting like an idiot. Everybody was so focused on keeping Austin okay that
in the shower,
that Braden and Kaysen were just fucking feeding me alcohol.
Yeah.
I had like probably 3 times as much as Austin,
Good
and
friends.
I couldn't walk.
Yeah.
And
Well, we had to carry Austin into the shower, and it was me, Colton.
I remember. That's when I suck off. That's
me, Colton, and Colton Welch bathing him in the shower. I refused to drink any of the jungle juice.
Was that before or after?
I just didn't like it.
Was that before or after Braden knocked the clock off the wall?
No, do you not remember when he busted the fucking hole in the wall?
Dude.
He was going to walk down the stairs, and he was...
Braden wakes me up.
Dude,
he goes,
his
this
mom
is like
was so mad.
at 2 in the morning, and he wakes me up. Everybody else is, or 3 in the morning, everybody's asleep, and he wakes me up. He's like, one, I'm still blackout. Like, I've probably been asleep for like an hour. He wakes me up. He goes, Presley, can you help me walk down the stairs? I'm like, I can't walk in either. Like, what do you want me to do? And he's like, I just need help walking. I got to pee. And I was like, you got it, bro.
Speaking of, I'll be right back.
He takes like 5 steps down those stairs, and he just face plant straight forward. I don't think he was allowed over at Austin's since. Like,
Probably not. I mean, his mom's German, dude. Like, she does not play around. If you put a hole in her wall, dude, I'm surprised she didn't like smash a fucking like glass beer bottle over his head. Like, Germans, man, they don't care. You know, they're ruthless, man.
I don't know how we didn't destroy.
And I've actually known Austin and his mom the longest out of anybody here in Weatherford.
Austin chased me around his house with a police grade taser.
Oh yeah, he's chased me multiple times. I'm like deathly afraid
there were
of
like
tasers.
4 or 5 people asleep in the house, and it was just me and him up. We were throwing fireworks, by the way, those little light, like tiny
little Poppets one.
Like the dynamite ones that you light.
I got you.
And we were throwing them around the house. We're trying to wake everybody up. I don't know how we didn't break anything that night. Well, then all of a sudden, Austin's like, I'll be right back. And he walks downstairs for like 10 minutes, and then he comes back up, and there's a red dot on my chest. Dude. And I'm like, Austin? And he goes, I got this taser. Just let me tase you once. And I'm like, no. This ended up being like a 2-hour-long thing, bro, of him just chasing me around the house. Colton was there. He was fucking passed out. I was just getting chased with a police grade taser. We ended up going and shooting fireworks off of Keaton's truck. We got in trouble.
That was
for
my
that.
truck.
Or your truck. You got pissed off about that. Yeah.
I did, bro. I was like, my truck's nice as fuck. Why you shooting fireworks?
And
off
nothing
it?
happened. Nothing hurt it. Or Keaton was with us. Keaton was encouraging me and
Bro,
Austin.
I think it's just because I peed, because I remember, and I'm gonna have to repeat it when Alton gets back. Fucking the first night that I ever drank, we went to a lake house party out on the Brazos River, and like I had never drank before, so I didn't know my limits or anything. And our buddy just kept coming up to me, and he was like, "Hey, drink this," and it was a whole red Solo cup of Fireball. And so, like, I chugged the whole thing of red Fireball, or the Solo cup of Fireball, and, like, I just kept drinking and kept drinking. And there's a video, and I'm sitting there, and Alton's, like, recording me just laughing his ass off because I'm so fucked up. And he's like, how you feeling, bud? And I'm like, dude, everything's spinning, dog. And then that's actually...
Your little prepubescent Colton voice.
Yeah.
I wish we had more videos of you
That's
with
literally
your prepubescent.
what it sounds like, too. In the video, it's like... Except it's like 10 times louder because I fucking scream in high pitched ass fuck, you know? And I'm just like, dude, everything's spinning. And that's actually the first night I met Austin. So like Austin actually had to come pick me up because I called Keaton because he wasn't there. I'm about to repeat this for you. And
Austin
Hurley, yeah.
He picked you up?
Yes, first night I ever met him. Lake house party.
Oh my God, dude. That was so bad.
And so like Austin comes and picks me up. And I'm like passed the fuck out in the back of my truck.
I drove you home.
No, that was Austin. I've got a video of it. It was Austin. Because you rode home with Keaton because neither of us could drive.
I didn't drink.
Then you drove Keaton home because Keaton showed up and drank.
That's true. Yeah.
So
I got you.
We were sitting there, and I'm passed out in the back of my truck. And like all I remember is like being on a highway, and I had to pee so bad. And I told Austin, I was like, pull over. He's like, no, dude. Like, I got to get your truck home. Like, I've never driven it before. So I am so mad that he won't pull over. I stand up, roll down my window in the middle of the highway, and just start pissing out the window. And
you got mad at us for shooting fireworks off your truck.
And then I pissed all over myself. Low key disclaimer, you know, pissed all over myself. So I just stripped butt ass naked, and I'm just passed out in the back of the truck. And Austin finally gets to Keaton's house, and he goes inside and he tells Keaton's mom, he's like, "Hey, Colton is so fucked up. Like, we need help."
I had to put his clothes on him in the garage while Austin went and told Keaton's parents. I sat downstairs until 4 a.m. until he was like just decent enough for me to walk him up the stairs.
Because I literally laid on the floor for like at least 30 minutes to an hour. And just like y'all were like, "Get up, bud. Like, that's not comfortable." And I was like, "I fucking love this floor, man."
No, but I have a video of it. And it's a crazy story about that lake house. Like, it was definitely like we probably could have gone to jail because the owner of the lake house was not there. We had a copy. We did not, but somebody that we knew made a copy of the key and got us all into the owner's lake house. But
Oh, so this whole thing was completely illegal.
oh, dude, 100%. So it was this guy that we know, or I guess we were kind of
No
friends
names.
with at the time.
No
No
names.
names. No names.
Does he know about it now?
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows. But it was this guy, and his dad owned the lake house, and they were neighbors, right? The guy that we were friends with, and so the guy that we hung out with went and made a copy of his neighbor's key to the lake house, and that's how we all got in. And the owner of the lake house or the owner's son did not know that there was a party going on at their lake house. He never showed up. He never knew about it until probably like 2 years later.
Yeah.
And I think we left because cops were coming because the neighbors had called the cops. And we also left because like I refused to let Kolton drink more because I have a video and he's like, "Oh, everything is spinning, dude." And
Yeah,
like,
that's what he was telling us.
and I have that video. And like at that point I was like, bro, like we got to get going. And then like somebody came in and was like, the neighbors called the cops. And so like we left before everybody. And I'm so glad we did because like we got videos of like how the night went on and like somebody got like their nose busted and there was like glass all over the floor. Like it turned to total. I don't even remember who all was there, but it just turned into like total chaos. And if we wouldn't have left early, like we would have been having to call our parents for bond.
Yeah.
We would have had to call Tina.
Yeah, I'm kind of trying to have like a few of our friends on like as we go, you know, because we had just talk like this, bro. We could talk like
So
all
many
these stories for
hours.
hours.
So many.
I want to have Kolton Welch on because I have
Dude.
I have videos of him.
Welch.
I will show them to you after this. We have videos of him the first time he ever got as drunk. I won't get into the story until he's on because it's
Perfect.
it's like I have to
I
talk
was
to
there.
him
I
about
remember
it.
that.
You
I
weren't
think-
there.
That wasn't it. Austin?
That was the second. That was the night we got Kaysen. Me and Kaysen were drunk, and we could talk about that too later. But because that was the night you thought your story was embarrassing, the one that we won't talk about.
Oh yeah.
That night with Kaysen was
Wait a
so
minute.
much more embarrassing.
Wait a minute. Is it? Yeah,
it's
I was there.
because I can cut it out.
I don't think I was there.
Bleep that whole
I put
section.
No. If you cover your mouth, you can say whatever you want.
Yeah.
And I can. That just tells me I need to bleep it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, there's.
You were there for a little bit of the night.
think I
You and
was.
Keaton came over. Yeah, at some point in the night, maybe with
Yeah.
a couple girls. I
Do
believe.
Do you remember when you convinced Austin that you were like super high and you just like started doing such random things and he was convinced for like a year that you were high that night? But
Oh,
but
yeah,
in
yeah,
reality, all we did
was sober as fuck.
was go to the gas station and grab like root beers.
Yeah.
And we convinced him that you were just like extremely high.
He just sent a video that night, like not even
With his
2 days
dog?
ago. Yeah.
I have that
No.
video of you and the dog.
That was the pillow too.
Oh my
That
gosh.
shit was so funny, dude.
Dude.
God, I miss being in high school and having like no fucking responsibility.
I don't miss it, man.
You don't like
No.
not just being able to do random shit whenever you want without any responsibility.
No,
I do.
I don't at all.
I mean, low key, I'm kind of still doing the same thing in the band, but
Like honestly, like I think that those same things can happen. It's just different now because people have to make time for them. Like, I mean, it's hard. Like your work schedule, I don't know what your work schedule is. Mine is,
I just
Monday
now
through
got
Friday.
to the point to where I can take a day off. Of work.
Yeah, and so like, I mean, I think obviously like I don't care to do the same stuff we did in high school because like somebody could have seriously gotten hurt, and you don't think about that until you're an adult, and you're like, man, some of the shit we did,
I couldn't
like,
do it now.
could have killed Colton.
I mean, dude, me and like beyond that, me and Jameson would drive 120 down the highway and race.
I literally
like I can't.
rode-
We
You remember the night I rode on top of
yeah,
Austin's Kia, and we were going like 80
down
a
his
na-
back roads,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Some of the stuff though,
I
like
still do that though. Like we did it the other day, and fucking they slammed on the brakes, and I like slid onto the windshield, and I was like screaming. I was like, "Stop! I'm gonna fall!" And so they started turning on the fucking windshield.
see, I don't
wipers.
just like tickle the devil like that no
Yeah.
more, man. You know what I mean? Like I don't just be like talking to him,
Yeah.
doing some stupid shit like that. I
we
think
did some really fucked up.
But like
shit.
Colton used to like be in the trunk of like my Mustang, and
Oh
like
my
I
God.
would drift out of like
Yeah.
Keaton's neighborhood, and he'd
Yeah,
be like,
I
"No,
do
you're too
remember
fast."
that.
I'd be going like 30 miles an hour and
Yeah.
just like ripping it around.
I'm
that
in a
little,
tiny ass little trunk. My head's like hitting the wall. Like my legs are like cramping up. Like,
You were fine.
it was uncomfortable.
But no, like, I mean, there's days where, like, I wish I didn't have to go to work every day and, like, pay bills and stuff, but I would not go back to high school.
No, I'm not saying back to high school. Like,
Just back to, like, how it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
Really?
Definitely not.
I would, bro.
We're going to take like a 5-minute break. I think there's something going wrong with the cameras unless I'm just hearing shit. I got something I want to talk to you about whenever we get back, but
Okay.
like a 5-minute break. All right, we're back. That was a nice little 5-minute break. Anyways, I got something for you.
Okay.
And I didn't even remember this. I would have put it down on our sheet because we were making questions for this. I would have put it down on the sheet, but I completely forgot about it until you got here. Your hat company thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
You want to talk about that?
I mean, it was just kind of something I started whenever I moved out here. I was looking for kind of like a little bit more money because, I mean, the apartment situation sucked. But I wear these hats all the time. I wear them every day. I don't go anywhere without a hat. And so I was like, well, I want to make something a little bit different. So I made them. I did really well with them. And then I just, like, ran out of money and just, like, completely had to stop. So, I mean, I would want to make them again, and I've thought about making them again, like dropping different things like hoodies and shit like that, but I don't really have, like, the energy to do it.
But we got a collab.
But they sold really well. Like, I mean, I made 80 hats in 2 months, and I think I got to keep one for myself. I made 4 different hats. I made an original, which was all black with either white font or red font. Then after that, I came out with the All-American. I came out with a red, white, and blue one. And then I came out with a champagne pack, which was...
Black and gold, right?
Which was black and gold. The front was black, just like that. And then the backing was white, and the font was gold. And I actually still have one in my truck.
Did it have a buffalo on it?
It had a bull
skeleton.
skeleton. And
That's right.
It was,
That's right.
It was Skeletons of Society.
Yeah.
I don't know where I came up with that name. I mean,
SOS.
I really have no idea. And but
That's how this whole thing. Like, I don't know where Live a Little came from.
it just comes to you like at random. But I knew I wanted to make a hat, and I struggled like probably for like 2 months trying to figure out a name. And then finally, I was like, well, I kind of want to do something that like is kind of like a generational name. So that's when I came up with Society. And then I was like, well, it needs to be something of society. And then I was like, well, shit, like skeletons are pretty sick. So that's what I went with, and I sold a lot of hats in very little time.
See, the reason I wanted to bring it up, though, was because it's like I've kind of noticed that a lot of us ended up kind of having like an entrepreneurial, however the fuck you say it, you know what I'm trying to say, like mindset. Yeah. Like, obviously, Kolton is on like his 3rd business now.
Dude, Kolton's such like an innovative person.
I know,
like,
he runs through that shit like
he will have an idea. That's something I like genuinely like admire about Kolton is like when he gets an idea, dude, he takes it and runs and does like one of the hardest workers I've ever met.
I know.
And he will work every single day until he gets either the outcome he wants or until he just blows shit out of proportion.
Bro, like I brought it up one podcast with the vending machine thing that he was doing there for a while.
Yeah.
He forgot he even did that.
Yeah.
And I was like, Kolton, like, that was a big deal. Like, that was, you were super into it.
Better go check them change pouches, dude.
But, yeah, I mean, that was a big deal. And then I was like, you're 21 years old and you've already paid off a, $30-something thousand car?
Yeah.
It was like 32 at the tag.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like,
I wish I could do that to my truck.
how many fucking, well, okay, you have a truck.
Yeah.
I will argue, it's probably
It's going to take
fucking
twice
price?
as long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I paid like $42 for my truck.
Yeah.
But the thing is that a lot of us did all the fucking shit that we did.
Yeah.
And still worked like 40 hours through high school. It's fucking crazy. Like, we found time to hang out with each other in general.
Just like,
but
it's crazy to see how like different generations change. Like, I mean, I think that really like you just have to have a mindset like when you're going to school, that's your top priority, but you have to start working towards your future. And I think that is a big problem with today is a lot of people who are, going in middle school, even like younger in high school, like they're not really focused on like how can they better their future. And I think after we finally got done doing all the stupid shit, then I think that's when we all like buckled down and we're like, all right, what can we do to make our future and adulting easier or better?
It did feel like it changed. Like
it
overnight.
changed like quick.
Yeah.
I mean, like 1 minute we were doing stupid shit, and the next we were like, all right, let's get to work. And I mean, me and Kolton, like ever since we were younger, like we used to do stupid shit, but I mean, we used to work all the time.
Yeah.
Like he helped me saved up for my first truck. He came over, helped me mow yards. We used to mow yards a lot. I mean, we just did like just random things for money, and we would just work at it. And we would usually make like pretty good money.
Yeah.
But no, like on the hat thing, I would love to make more. I mean, you can partner with me. I definitely need somebody to one, collab with and help me keep it up, because it was just me.
That's how it was here, bro. Like with this podcast, I was like, one, I wasn't getting the guests that I wanted to get.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't seem to hold myself accountable with it. So I was like, hey, Kolton, I need you on this podcast. Yeah. And the second Kolton said he was in, especially because it's Kolton. So he knew he'd be on it. Yeah. I was like, all right, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to buy all this and invest in it because I know Kolton's going to hold me to it. Yeah. And it'll be put to use. And so, I mean, it literally just takes that person.
Yeah.
Bro.
I mean, like accountability partners are probably like the best thing you can do for a business.
And I've been trying to get into I've been trying to kind of invest, you know what I mean? Like I was doing the stock market thing and I was like, this isn't me.
That's
right?
how I was.
I just saw
so then I was like, Kolton was starting the bar and I was like, let me put some money in and help you. Like I'll help with whatever, but it's still your business. I just want like some point. And he was at first he was kind of considering it. And then he was like, no, I want to do it alone. So.
And I didn't mean that like in a bad way.
No, I know. It's just
it's like he said on one of your more recent podcasts, you just have to invest in yourself. Like if you have a passion, it takes time, dedication, and money. Yeah. And if you don't have money, but you still have the drive to do something, you'll figure out. Yeah, you'll figure out a way, you know. And so that's exactly right. Like you have to do things for yourself sometimes, and sometimes you have to be a little selfish. And I mean, it sounds
for
bad,
sure. It's not like I'm mad at Kolton for not letting me in on it.
I was just like, exactly. But like sometimes, you know, you work so hard at something, and you do have to be a little selfish sometimes, and you have to. I mean, you just have to work every day at what you want to do. Like I still don't know what I want to do, and you know, the career I'm in right now, I love it. I would love to own my own company one day, but there's also things that I would want to do on the side, like music. I want to play music on the side, and then, you know, maybe one day I'll blow up. I mean, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I'll still enjoy playing. But that's
the thing about this, bro. I talk to people about it all the time. They're like, you know, you've been doing this for 3 years and you don't have 1,000 views. I'm like, I just love to sit down and have conversations.
It doesn't matter
like
if you have 5 views or 1,000. You're just sitting here having a passion.
Like, bro, I've gone back and listened to, like, I did a podcast with them last June. It's been a year and a half.
Yeah, I saw it.
And I have gone back and listened to that podcast 3 or 4 times just for the conversation. Yeah. Like I've gone back and listened to every one of my podcasts a couple times. Like aside from the newer ones, I just wait till they like age a little bit. And I'm like, I like to go see how much I've changed. Like my mindset has changed.
No, it's definitely good to look at that. But no, it's just all a mindset. And sometimes, I mean, it's a little harder for people to get a mindset, you know, like, I mean, I think that if certain things in my life didn't happen the way that they did, and the way that things ended in certain parts of my life, I don't think that I would be like such a strong mindset person, because, you know, when I think of myself, I definitely think of somebody who has a mindset and wants to work towards it. And I don't care, you know, if I'm the best worker around, but I'm going to outwork the dude next to me. And that's, I mean, football taught me that, but I mean, life taught me that.
There's like an independence mindset between a lot of us. Like, I knew when I was done with college, I didn't want to go back and live with my family. I couldn't do it. Yeah. So I just said, all right, I'm moving on my own. Yeah.
And I mean, it's just, college isn't for everybody. I mean,
for me, that's for sure.
The minute I graduated high school, my parents were like, all right, like, you know, we need to start looking at colleges. And I was like, no, I'm not.
I don't blame anybody.
I'm not going to college.
I don't blame anybody who didn't go to college.
Especially in today's society, like, unless you're going to be like a doctor or you're in like a tech school.
I'm technically in a field. Like, I'm in a field that you have to have your degree. And I'm like,
but like,
so I'm just going to go and I'll wear it because that's what I want to do.
Like, think about it now. Like, people who like get their communications or their business degree, like, they have like options out there, but like if they try to find a job, that job's already taken because
75% of them don't even use their degree.
And that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like you go in and waste it.
Nobody has time for a stupid fucking internship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
no, I get that.
I'm going to have to slightly intern, but I've found a way to kind of do that now. So I'm doing that now. And that way, whenever I graduate, I can go straight into the field.
That's why I'm glad that I started, like, not going. Like, at first I didn't know if I wanted to go, so that's why I didn't. But now, like, I'm glad I didn't. Like, I got a good job. Like, all of my assets are growing. Like, I got 2 paid off cars. I got the trailer. Like, shit like that. It's like, if I went to college, I would have none of that.
That's what I'm saying.
Just be going backwards.
What I say is, unless you have a lockdown opportunity, like whether it's a scholarship or 100% know what you're going into, I think if you go to a 4-year school out of high school, you're stupid.
Yeah.
Like, unless you're playing a sport, you got a scholarship.
Yeah.
Or something along those lines. If you, like, I'm going to graduate and go to TCU, you're fucking stupid.
I mean, everybody's beliefs are different. So, like, if college is for you, so be it. Like,
well, that's what I'm saying. If you
just,
know what you're going to do
everybody.
and you know you're going to go through with it,
do it.
That's the only reason you should go to a 4-year school. Yeah. Like, there's, you started at Weatherford College. It's a junior college. It's a community. Did you start?
I never.
That's what you were going to do, though, right?
Yeah, I was.
You were going to go to community college, exactly. And and most people either find out it's not for them, or they decide like what I did, and it's like, okay, I can go on and I can finish my degree.
I just knew, like, from like as long as I can remember, my papa used to make me do manual labor at his house, and I never really enjoyed it, but I was good at it. And so as soon as I went out of high school, I knew that manual labor was the thing for me because I was never that great at school. Didn't really care about it. The only reason I was there to play football. And then when football didn't work out for me senior year, I just went straight to work. And then when I graduated, or during COVID, like when they shut down, I took on 2 jobs. I worked a morning shift and a night shift. And so after that, like, I was still kind of debating on what I want to do. And then my stepdad, which is one of the foremen of the company I work for now, gave me the opportunity to come on to where I work at. And I have been there 2.5 years. And I mean, I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't go back and work 2 jobs. I would do exactly what I'm doing right now.
That's the thing, is that, like, everybody, one of the biggest sentiments is, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I disagree with that.
I disagree with that. And it's an unpopular opinion, but it's not really just that. It's more like you just said, you don't necessarily love the manual labor, but you're good at it and you make good money doing it. Well, when you have something like music or a hobby outside of it to look forward to, it's not a big deal. Like, guess what? When I'm done with my 9 to 5, I get to go home and I can go make music from 5 to 9.
Yeah.
And then do it all again tomorrow.
Yeah, there's definitely lots of things that I would like to do. Like back on the hats. I would love to make more merch because all of my customers weren't just here in Weatherford. I had customers here in Weatherford. I had customers in Fort Worth. I even had a guy in Lindale, where I used to live in East Texas, texted me. He was like, "Hey man," he was like, that sucks." He was like, "Hey man, I want one of your hats. Can you ship it to me?" I even shipped one to Colorado.
Fuck.
And so, like, people loved my hats, but I just had to stop. And that's one thing. And then with the music thing too, like, I would love to, like, my goal is to record a song. And so right now I'm just trying to figure out, like, I don't want to record a cover because, I think covers are too basic. And I mean, I think that I can play covers at, like, venues and stuff like that. But when I record, like, I want an original. I want something that means something to me and that it's, something different than what people hear. But I have so many ideas in my head.
I guarantee you your mindset's exactly like mine. Like, whether people blow it up or not,
I don't care.
It's for you.
Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, like, I think when you want to do something like that, your best bet is to go in with somebody or, a group of people to kind of all collaborate, like a hat design. That's one thing I really needed when I was creating hats is, like, I had like him and a couple other friends that I would send the hats to and be like, "Hey, what do you think about these? Do you think they'll look good? And, like, do you think they'll sell?" And I mean, there was a couple that I made that were just complete trash. And if I would have came out with those, I would have never sold them. But whenever the finished product came out, I mean, they were gone like that. But that's definitely, if I was to get back into it, I would definitely get back into it with somebody in a different town than, like, because in Weatherford, the hats that I make sell really good. And in Fort Worth, where I live, they also sell really good. So if I were to get back into it, I would definitely probably take, like, an accountability partner and probably even a business partner, and so, but just trying to find the right person is the hardest thing. I mean, it's very difficult to trust somebody with a part of your business and everything like that. But once you find the right person, I mean, everything skyrockets.
Well, you hear about the horror stories all the time. Like, it ruins friendship.
That's why when you asked, I was like, no. Like, it's happened in my family, like, before.
Oh, you mean like with the business? Oh,
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, here. The thing is that with this, so obviously my goal with this is like a Barstool Sports kind of thing. You know, I want to hire multiple people to run podcasts and then just post it through this channel, like this through. It's basically like a platform, its own platform for multiple podcasts or multiple shows, whatever. Well, I want to be very fair.
Yeah.
If I can eventually make money on it, I want to be very fair, and like I do all of the work. And I was talking to Jameson about like goals and stuff, and I was like, well, we do a sports one together, and I was like, I want you to know that if we ever do make money off of this, you get 50% no matter what. Yeah. And he goes, I literally do nothing. You do all of the work editing, you do all of the work with topics. I'm like, that's not the point. The point is that you're still showing up and you're doing it for me. And that's why you would get 50%. I would still get 50%. So I mean, like, what's your point? And he was like, fair enough. Like,
I mean, like, one day if you called me and you like asked me to do this again and you're making money, dude, I don't care. I genuinely enjoy this. Like, I would do this for free every time. I do not care.
It's just a good time to be able to sit down, catch up with you guys.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
Like, I mean, I cannot tell you the last time I was able to just like sit down and just talk about just random things. I mean, it's been like a long time. And so just to be able to like,
this is the only time I get to do it.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, it's just a comfortable spot, you know?
That's just always been my thing though, is like, it's almost like a share the wealth card. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, if I were to make money off of this somehow, some way, I would disperse it however I felt seen, and it would be very fair, and I just would want everybody to get a piece because, like, I don't know. That's what, like, we're talking about with business and stuff. You hear about, like, relationships getting torn apart all the time, and it's kind of like, why be greedy about something, especially if it's, like, uber successful. You know what I mean? Like, Facebook. Have y'all seen, like, the Facebook documentary? Like, about how, you know, the original partners got into it, Zuckerberg and all them got into it. And I'm like, this is like a multi-billion-dollar company. Yeah. And y'all are fighting over
who gets what.
Yeah. Like, no matter what, you're walking away from it millionaires. Like, why can't you?
Yeah. Just be happy.
Yeah. I don't know, man. That's just been my whole thing. It's just like, I want my closest friends on this, and I know it's never really ended up being a good deal, like a good idea via past experiences with, but I want to make sure it's not like that.
Yeah, I got you. No, if I'm probably, now that you actually brought up the hats, I'm probably going to look into making some more. I'm going to look, this time I want to look at more of the bigger picture.
We can definitely jump in on something with you in that.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to, you know, build a website. I cannot run, so I will not run like a social media or anything like that. I want zero control of that. I don't like social media.
I hate running. I run the social media for this, and it's just me alone. And like,
yeah, I get it. I mean, I've never personally had to run like social media for like business or anything, but like I just don't even like my personal social media. Like, I'll get on it, but I don't post. Like, I don't really. Like, I'm pretty much like a ghost on the social media world. Like, I don't like posts. Like, you don't know I'm there. You know, like, I'm
on it way too much.
I'll literally text him on Snapchat and he'll reply like 3 months later and be like, sorry, I just re-downloaded it for like a day.
Me?
Yeah.
Nah, dude. I just made like.
Meanwhile, me and Kolton will literally snap back and forth. Like, I can send Kolton a text on Snapchat and I know he'll answer in 5 minutes. And if he's not, he's at band or something, and I know, like, that's it.
Yeah.
That's literally just me.
But no, next time when I start to make hats again, I'm gonna throw out like some sponsorships. I'm gonna throw out like some promoters. Like, hey, I'll give you a free hat, hoodie, shirt. You know, you pick, wear it, post it. Say you're a sponsor, you get 10% off of what you buy. You know, and I used to throw in like a deal too. Like, I would do 1 for $25 because you have to compete with the market. Lazy J hats sell for $32.99. Everybody and their mom wears Lazy J. If I want to compete with that, I got to make a little less profit, but also cheaper hats. I made my hats for, at the time, the lady who did them, I made them for $12 a piece. I sold them for $25, so I made a little bit of profit, but I was selling them cheaper than Lazy J's. And that was my goal, is to compete with the market around, because everybody wears Yupon Classic hats. and so you have to make a new design, and then you just gotta work with the market. But like I said, I would throw in sponsors. I'd have some people here in Weatherford wear some merch every once in a while. If they're out somewhere, they post a picture. Just tag the merch, and then same with people in Fort Worth. Like if I give you a hat, you're now a sponsor. You get one free item a month, and I would like, a free item is a free item no matter what it is.
Yeah,
but if
all you gotta do, man, is post a picture with it.
Yeah, but if I give you a free item, like if you're just out like at the stockyards, you wear my hat, just post a picture, tag me in it, put a hashtag on it, whatever, and then put like use my code 10%, and I think that's a good deal. I give somebody, I want 3 ambassadors. Only 3. I don't want any more. I don't want any less.
Well, it wouldn't be a huge company. 3 makes sense. Yeah,
and so, I think with 3 people, I could definitely make some good money off of it.
I drop merch. Obviously, I don't have like a huge fan base, but I dropped merch. Like it was like for like a week. Days, yeah, it was not very long. And I was just like, I want to test run it basically. So I have this website. They offer this program. Basically, they make the shit for you. You put the design on it. They make it. They send it out. You choose the price. They take the money that it cost to make it.
Yeah.
So,
did you make like pretty decent profits off of what you did sell?
Well, that was the thing. Was that I had like enough money in my bank account.
Yeah.
But what they do is they charge you for it off the rip when somebody buys. And I wasn't expecting much. I think like within 48 hours, I had like $350 out of my bank account. And I was like, holy shit. So I had to like turn it off for a second because I was like, I don't know if I'm like, if very many more people buy this shit, I'm not going to be able to afford it.
Yeah.
And then it took like 2 weeks to get the money out of my PayPal.
Wow.
Which so I made like, I didn't make like insane money. I think I made like $1.50.
That's pretty good.
Which is good money, especially just,
trying it out.
Yeah. So I was like, that's pretty dope, but it was just so stressful, especially because I like, obviously if anybody bought anything from me, I wanted to make sure they got it. So I was like tracking the packages, making.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I would definitely like, as much as I would like to run a website, I would probably just ship everything by hand because like you were saying, like I think I've seen that website because I was literally going to launch some more stuff a couple months ago. And, but I really just don't know anybody who makes them anymore. Like the lady who made them for me was Bo Brumser's mom.
Mm-hmm.
And she made them for me. And so that was a good deal, but she doesn't do it anymore. So I'm like, well, shit, like, where do I go now?
You're going to have to learn yourself.
I've got connections with the band.
Really?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. But no, like, but I would probably try to build a website, but it's just a lot of upkeep money wise to try to keep up a website and shit like that, and I would make like a separate social media, but I would also like post it on mine because I have like tons of friends on Facebook that I never talk to, but they'll buy a hat.
Yeah.
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 We got anything else?
Anything else going crazy, bro, in your life?
Crazy?
Yeah, crazy.
I mean, like I mentioned earlier, I fell down the stairs. I think that's the most exciting thing that's happened in a while.
Well, I don't know. The opportunity to possibly open at Billy Bob's is a pretty fucking big deal.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
I just had that experience, and it was insane.
Did y'all feel that way with, I know this was a while back, and it's not near as big as Billy Bob's, but like the Ridgely's had...
Fuck no.
Really?
Dude. If anything, it would be like we played at the Whiskey A Go Go in LA.
Oh right, I forgot about that.
The one that literally just happened on Thursday.
Where I didn't even see where that was.
So it was at Southside Ballroom, which is like the biggest venue in Dallas. Like it's fucking huge, and we played on main stage with. It's one of them. It's one of them.
I think the Pavilion's definitely the.
Well,
biggest,
I'm talking about like small music venues. Like
it's
like the biggest one that like we played at, and we played with State Champs, Honey, and then Between Me and You. And, like, to put it in perspective, State Champs has, like, over 1 million monthly listeners. The Honey has over 500,000 monthly listeners. And then Between Me and You has, like, over 250. Like,
I think it was 281.
Yeah.
I looked at all of them because I'd never heard of them.
Yeah.
But you said they were big, so I was like, I'll go check them out.
No, they're fucking huge. And it was crazy because they, like, the local support artist that was supposed to play for them dropped out. And so one of the people who works at the venue was like, well, I know this really dope band that played here last year at, like, the some show that we did. And they're like, I can always contact them, see if they'll play. And so they contacted us Tuesday.
Because y'all weren't supposed to play another show.
Not till the first of the year. And so they contacted us on Wednesday. We were like, fuck yeah, like this is a dope ass opportunity. We stayed up until probably like 2 practicing that night. And then we literally like, I think it was Harry, Raph, and Isaac all had to call into work. Like, and they were like, fuck that, like I'm not missing this opportunity. We go and literally it's like the best show we've ever played. Like it was awesome. It was crazy. There was so many fucking people. Like it was live as fuck.
Yeah, dude, I'm definitely happy for y'all because that genre is very hard to get people to like. You know, I like that kind of music, but it's a difficult genre, and for y'all to be able to kind of exceed expectations like y'all have is definitely a good thing. And
it was just a year and a half ago that people in your own town had no idea who you were.
I mean, low key, they still kind of do. Like, we still haven't captured.
But like, it's a lot bigger now.
Oh yeah,
it's much bigger.
And
now.
I hope it keeps growing.
I get random people that we graduated with ask me all the time how your band's doing and stuff.
Really, that's crazy. They don't text me, bro.
No, they just talk to me.
No, they think you're too.
They still think you're too weird.
They still think you're that no belly button kid.
Oh, actually, you know, before we go, I did want to I can cut this part out. You don't have to. Do you want to talk about the little? You want to go more in depth about the band, like where y'all are at, what you personally think the future is going to look like for that?
So we have some really good guys. I'm a decent guitar player, and then my other buddy, his name is Preston Bradley. He's a bass player. He's a guitar player. I mean, he can play just kind of a little bit of different things. He's a really good guitar player. But his older brother Tanner is a really good lead guitarist, and so I don't know what exactly our plans are. So when I played at Rhinestone a couple weeks ago, the lead guitarist Tanner also played solo at Rhinestones, and so it went really well. We just really haven't made like a whole lot of time for like practice, I guess. But just because we're so busy, like Tanner works until like 8 o'clock at night, and then on weekends I don't really do anything. I just like hang out with Brooke, so I don't really like to like do other things because she's in school every day of the week. So the only time I see her is on the weekends. So I don't really plan like a whole lot outside of just seeing her. But every time we've practiced, I mean, it's gone really well. Now, the thing is trying to book a show for all three of us. So I don't really know how we're going to go about doing that because we don't necessarily want to go to open mics. Now, if I go to open mics, then they'll see my name, my face, and everything like that. So then I think I can bring the band to book a show. But it's just trying to find like the right songs where we mix in well, because I would be the only singer.
So yeah, I was about to ask, do y'all plan on all going to like your own thing and then coming together as like a cover band, or do y'all plan on?
No, we would really like to perform some covers at a live show that we get booked to and everything like that. Which I've contacted a couple people. I've contacted a place here in Weatherford. Just sent them a video of my singing, told them that I was going to bring like a full band. But I mean, I don't really know exactly what the plan is. Like I said, I've played a couple times solo, just because they didn't think we were ready, like as a whole. And so whenever the opportunity came for me to play solo, I was like, you know what, I'll do it. And so same thing when the next solo opportunity came about, I took it and did it. So it's really just a matter of like getting together as a whole and making sure we're ready. We're trying to get into Hard 8 Barbecue in Roanoke, but you have to have like a 2-hour set, and that is a long set.
Oh yeah.
I mean, 2 hours, I don't know exactly. I mean, that's at least probably 25 songs.
Yeah, our set at South by Southwest was an hour, and like we were fucking dead after.
Yeah, but a 2-hour set is like just a long set. So
you can definitely stretch it out with country though, because they're such
on
long.
Your voice though, like
yeah, but it's a strainer, dude. Like,
oh no, I completely
even after like 3 songs at Rhinestone, because I mean, I don't sing in a deep voice. Like when I sing, like I usually sing like in a higher key than what most country singers do. Not that I have like a super high like girl voice or anything, but I just sing in a higher key, and so like really after like 3 strong songs, like my voice is like straight. Like I got to go like down a couple bottles of water, like some green tea, you know, just something to get my voice back. But I mean, we're kind of slowly looking towards like kind of venues we want to play at, venues we can get in. One venue that we know we can get in, they just closed their live music for the winter, but they told me like 2 weeks ago that they still did live music. So when I went by there, they were like, no, we're not doing it for the winter. And I was like, well, okay. So I don't know. I'll continue to play live, but then again, I'll also like practice with the band. And whenever we think we're ready as a whole, you know, we'll go try it out. And I mean, I hope it works out, but you know, worst comes to worst, it doesn't work out, you know. I think that I can do something solo for sure, but I'm hoping it works out, you know, because they're two really good instrument players. I could use them for sure, but you know, if it doesn't work out, I'll just stick to George Strait and hopefully writing an original soon.
It's a good way to put it. That's kind of what happened with us like 2.5 years ago.
Yeah,
We just kind of met up, practiced once, and then just kept practicing for a little bit. Ended up writing a song, and then boom, kind of just went from there.
I mean, really, the only way you know if it works is to play live.
Just try it.
Like if y'all play live and you can't you know mix the instruments well, you're not blending well together, and you do that a couple times, then you're like, man, this probably ain't gonna work.
That and like you kind of see how like people react to it, and like see if they're fucking with it or not. And, like,
Especially if y'all do have an original.
if you make like a connection with them and stuff, because you can't make a connection with your fans if you don't play live shows.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
it's facts.
Yeah, that's one thing I definitely enjoyed about like playing live shows is like the minute I got down, like people were like, it's nice to meet you, like we enjoyed your music. And so like I feel like there I made that connection because like they were expecting me to be back there last night, which I mean it happens, I missed it, but you know, but they were expecting me to be there last night. Like I got like 4 different calls and text, and they're like, hey man, like we didn't see you there tonight, missing you, like, you know, hoping you come back next Sunday. So I already made that, even though it's a very small fan connection, I made those connections. And so, you know, you got to start small, and then hopefully one day it'll get to be something bigger. But I mean, it's just something I enjoy doing. Only thing I don't like is it being on a Sunday night. I'm a grandpa. I go to bed at like 10:30. So like getting
10:30
home
is not late. It is not early.
dude, that's like late for me, bro.
Okay.
Like a weekend, I'm max like 11 o'clock, you know, like I'm done after 11.
So is that all we got?
Yeah, man, that was fun. I
For
really
sure.
enjoyed having you on, man.
Appreciate it. Yeah, thanks for having me.
Oh, socials.
Socials.
The ones you don't use.
Yeah, the ones you don't use, but you got to shout them out anyways.
I do keep up with my YouTube a little bit. Let me look up the username.
I'm going to link your YouTube and the video of you performing live.
Just want me to send them to you?
I already have the video. You sent it to me. I'm pretty sure I saved it in the chat, but
Did I?
yeah.
I don't remember.
Your memory really is bad.
I know. Dude, I've had like 9 concussions. Okay, like I said, vegetable 50, that's me.
But is that all you want to shout out? Is the YouTube?
Yeah, I mean, like
You don't want to shout out like an Instagram or anything? Or?
I don't have Instagram, bro.
I told you, dude. He didn't use
dude,
shit.
I don't use it.
I was gonna say if you
And
had
I have Facebook, so basically like I have a bunch of friends on Facebook, so I posted them like just a couple of them there, but I'm trying to get people to move over to my YouTube because
it's just so hard to announce shit on YouTube.
it is, and
That's why I think Instagram's great, is just because you can like.
and I've noticed
Make
that
that
like
post.
on Facebook, dude, I get like so many views compared to YouTube. Like I think both my YouTube videos, like in total, I've gotten.
Oh, dude, Facebook's totally the move.
Maybe
If I
like-
could post fucking 3-hour podcasts on
Yeah.
Facebook, I'd be on Facebook.
Yeah,
Just
but
can't.
like, no, I mean, I posted 2 videos. I think I got like a total of 35 views on YouTube. Dude, on Facebook, my first video got 804 views. And then my next one got like 650.
But that's the thing I don't get. I'll
I
get
got
on
like
TikTok.
I got like quadruple the views.
I'll promote on TikTok and I'll get like fucking 1,500 views and then have fucking 10 YouTube views. And I'm like,
I just
what are we
think- I
doing?
just think
Go over.
Yeah.
Like, how are you going to watch it and then just not go over?
I just think
Shit's different, bro.
YouTube's like declining, dude. It's going down.
It's not. It's definitely not.
No?
No, it's definitely not. It's actually like the biggest, by far the biggest it's ever been.
It just seems that way. Like it just seems like everybody's on every social media except for YouTube.
TikTok's about to die.
I
think?
I don't
Give it about a year. TikTok's going to
I
die.
don't think so.
YouTube's going to kill it with YouTube
I think that
Shorts.
it's like too many entrepreneurs on there.
I
think all the dancing and stuff like that fucking aspect.
YouTube Shorts is going to kill it because YouTube pays better than TikTok.
Yeah,
Two,
true.
Elon's trying to bring back Vine. So that's
What?
yeah. So
That would be live.
I don't know all the info on it, so I can't just like
Dude,
talk out of
Elon's
my ass
such a
here.
G.
But
just for even like having the thought,
he's
he's the man.
he's gonna put a Vine deal on Twitter, and it's gonna. I mean, between YouTube Shorts and that coming back, it's gonna
be
kill
crazy.
TikTok.
It's gonna be crazy.
Damn.
I miss Vine though. Vine was live.
Yeah, I posted mine to TikTok too, but like just like random people from high school would like it and be like, "You sound so good."
Yeah, I swear to
And
God,
I'm like,
I'll see somebody liked my post or started following me on TikTok, and it's somebody I haven't talked to since junior year, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah, you're like, man, you still exist? Come on now, dude. Where you been?
That's what I was telling you earlier, bro. Like I look back and I'm like, damn, some of these people really peaked in high school. That sounds
That's
like an
true.
asshole thing, but like
No,
it's
it's
so
true,
fucking
man.
true, and it's just karma for
Especially
how they treat
especially at
people.
our high school. Everybody peaked in high school at our high school.
Hey, I went to 3 different high schools, so I got 3 high schools to talk shit about. I got. Well, I didn't.
We
even,
don't have to name them. We don't have to name them.
I didn't even really go to Weatherford.
You went
Freshman year.
That was it, right?
Dog.
What'd you say?
So Weatherford was dog.
It was pretty bad.
All right, we're gonna end it here.
Aight.
We do plan on bringing you back on here soon, possibly with. We were talking about possibly with a band member early 2023.
Yeah.
So
I can bring one on.
yeah,
See where y'all are at.
but thanks for coming on again, bro.
Yeah, appreciate it.
It was pretty good.
Deuces.